you can see how much motivation they have even at 10 o'clock at night, and looking forward to the items and trying to perform as best as they can. And performing in a team is not easy. Sometimes solo is easier, and performing in a team. But you can see even at a very young age, because they've been training together also and the rehearsals and everything, they're able to adapt quickly. When somebody goes off, everybody follows or tries to merge and bring it together. So you can see a lot of the ear from music and the understanding of how to perform in front of an audience coming at a very young age, and that's the whole purpose of these concerts. The other thing I want to say is, as a prelude or setting the context for the awards, it's not easy at all. And this year has been particularly difficult. As you can see, there's a lot of talent, young talent, and even at the junior levels, but also the intermediate and senior levels. There's a lot of people who have been improving year on year, and there's a lot of fresh faces as well, fresh talent coming right from the roots level. So it has been pretty difficult. So the general yardstick that I've used is a few things. One is what they do and also how they do it, whether it is singing or violin. By that I mean what they do is really the memory aspect, how well they are able to play. So one of the main things for me is playing a particular song, any song from the start to finish without a break. And that is not easy, and that it means that it needs concentration and also very strong memory and lots of practice. And then the how aspect is the clarity of notes, the precision of swaras, the bowing technique, the fingering technique when it comes to violin, but also the voice culture when it comes to singing. And Swarasthana Suddham, Shruti Suddham, these are very important, and how they present it. At a senior level, I also look for things like emotional value, how it appeals to the audience from an emotional perspective. These are the important things. And then there's the, in corporate language, we'll call it the values, right? By that I mean how obedient they are, how well, they present themselves in class. There's another important thing I always say, which is called learning aptitude. That is how quickly, or learning agility, how quickly they learn a new lesson. So when they are pretty young and they are really new, sometimes it takes a little long to learn. But once they learn a few lessons, then the amount of time they take to learn a new lesson has got to come down, and proportionally come down. And I know for a fact, I can tell you, some of the senior students, they'll pick up a new Varnam in one class, So that is what I expect as they grow through the ranks. That is what I call by year-on-year improvement as well. So in taking all this into considerations, still we ended up with quite a number of awards. So I'll start with the first category of awards, which is talent recognition certificates. Starting from a very young beginner level and up to sort of intermediate level, there's a number of students who are showing very good promise, very early promise, and hopefully they'll continue to develop and grow. But at a very young age, they are showing very good promise and talent. So the talent recognition certificates for 2026 go to Alap Yami. Is Alap here? Students, please be ready to come up. You never know, you might get an award. So take off the shoes. After you get your awards, students can stand behind me and form a line like that, And the next talent recognition certificate goes to Richa Ganesan. If you are not there, your award will be taken back. No, just joking. Class for her anyway. Hiten Mallampati. Hiten here. Manya Vardinidi. These young ones deserve a lot more applause. Moving on. Tanushri Taruni Srinivasan. Tanushri Srinivasan, Taruni Srinivasan. Akshaya Vijayan. Kritika Devender. There's some really good talent here. Standing behind me. Congrats. And there is a special talent recognition certificate of achievement, team award. This is, I had to do something for this team because they are so enthusiastic and they learn as a team. They help each other, encourage each other, and they feel sorry for each other, they feel happy for each other, and they must, they have to be recognized for that. And also they are very quick in learning. They've been learning for 3 or 4 years. They're all local students. I call them the Dasa team. So Diya Ram Kumar, Anvita Rahuri, Swara Nambudiri, Abhinand Shetty. Diya, Dasa la Diya, Diya. D for Dasa, D for Diya. Congrats, Diya. A for Anvita. S for Swara. And A for Abhinand. So I call them the Dasa team. There was an option to call them a Sadha team. They did not like it. Okay, now we go to the next category, which is the Student of the Year Awards. These are students, as I said, they've been showing continuous improvement, year on year, improvement, but also month on month and week on week. So it's important to recognize the amount of talent and also the motivation they have and the interest in learning. The beginner category, Student of the Year goes to Jay Suhant Hari. And these are all trophies, not certificates. In the junior category, Satvika Mohan Shankar. Also in the junior category, Adya Vasudevan. Little ones can come in the front and the taller ones can form the second line. And also junior category student of the year, Atulya Rengan. Student of the year junior continues, Aradhana Iyengar. Ditya Janardhanam. VN Anand. And the last student of the year, junior category, is Shreya Sunil Kumar. Now we go to the intermediate and senior levels, where the bar is obviously higher, and most of these awards have also got a cash prize along with that, and these cash prizes are sponsored generously by many of our well-wishers and dear friends, and some of them have been doing that for many years. So we sincerely thank all of the sponsors of awards from the bottom of our heart. In the first one, the first sponsored award is called Ananta Ganesha Sharma Award of Achievement, and it is a trophy and also carries a cash prize of $50 sponsored by Sri Ananta Subramaniam, and it goes to Abarina Rajnarayanan. Okay, that's all right. So, and the next award of achievement. Now this, there are two awards sponsored by Sri Rangaswamy Prasad, who's been doing that for many years, and each of them has got a $50 cash prize. And the first one goes to Narahari Shenoy, who I think is not here because unfortunately he couldn't perform. Narahari's mother Ramya is here, she can pick it up. Narahari is sick, so he has to miss the concert.
Singing and violin both. This is
And And the second award is called the Radha Lakshman Award of Achievement, and it goes to Riyansh Shenoy. And it also has a $50 cash prize. A couple of other award of achievement, and this is sponsored by Ashwood Dental, Srimati Koteswari Loganathan, and it's a certificate actually, and it has got a cash prize of $50 each. So there are two certificate awards, certificate of achievement, each carrying a $50 prize. It's called the Ashwood Dental Certificate of Achievement, and the two recipients are Arush Franklin and Amita Shenoy. Amita. Now, there's two, we have an award of excellence. Actually, it's a $100 award of excellence sponsored by Swami Foods, Sri Satyanarayanan, who's generously sponsoring an award for the last few years. I decided to split it into two award of excellence. Of $50 each with a trophy, and the winners are Mitra Prasanna and Vandana Srinivasan.
This way. Come this way. This way. It's okay. With the balance.
Yeah. Now we go to the senior category now. Don't stand for the cables. Sri Manjunath Anand sponsors a $100 certificate of achievement, and somebody is standing on the cables. Don't stand on the cables anymore. Don't stand. Come closer to this one. Come closer to our. Yeah. Yes. So the Anand family certificate of achievement with a $100 cash prize goes to Samiksha Dhananjay. Sponsored awards. Sri Dhananjay sponsors generously $150 awards of excellence. This time I have decided to split it into two awards, one in the intermediate category and one in the senior category. The intermediate category recipient of the Lakshmi Subramaniam Award of Excellence is Krishna Mysore with $50 cash prize. Krishna Mysore. And I think Krishna has left. In the senior category, Award of Excellence is called the GM Subramaniam Award of Excellence, and it goes to Swati Subramanian. Swati did a fantastic chamber concert earlier this year. Just a few more now. Sri C.S. Srinivasan has been very kind to sponsor $100 each year for meritorious achievement, and Srini sir is here with us. Thank you so much, sir. And this year I have decided to award it to a very deserving senior student. It is Anjali Ellapraveda. So when it comes to the senior category, I should also add that it is not just all the aspects that I spoke about earlier, about learning quickly and how they present, etc. But it also means there's a manodharma aspect, which is the creativity that comes spontaneously and how well they execute it. And in particular for violinists, it is even more difficult because they have to accompany other singers from Raaga Sudha or other schools. So I take all those aspects into consideration when we decide. Particularly manodharma is an important part of it. Moving on, Tattvam Yogasala, Sri Kashiram sponsors a total of $500 and towards very deserving students, and he calls it the Sadhana Award, and by that he means how much practice they put in, how much effort they put in, how much perseverance they show in learning the art. So really it's a sadhana about about the art form, and I thought it's best to divide this $500 into a few students who are all deserving of this. $50 Tattvam Sadhana Award goes to Ramya Pai. Tattvam Sadhana Award with a $50 cash prize goes to Rangan Srinivasan. Big round of applause. $250. It is sponsored by Raaga Sudha's very dear friend and long-standing associate, Sri Ashok Mysore. It's called the HK Sisters Award, and we're calling it the Pride of Raaga Sudha with a cash prize of 250. They won, not many points for guessing. She did a fantastic arrangement last year. Anjana Satyanarayan, Pride of Raaga Sudha. Big round of applause for her. That concludes the awards presentation. We'll take a picture with all the awardees, I think. If it's possible to come closer, we don't want to hold back too much. We just do quickly.
எங்கே படம் தெரியல எந்த படம் தான்
Thank you, sir, and hearty congratulations to all the award-winning students.